This morning we're at Frankfurt International and we'll be taking this Lufthansa A320 down to Innsbruck in Austria. This is the flight factor A320. We're parked on stand Alpha 28, A28 at Frankfurt, and just going inside the cockpit now to set the flight plan and prepare the aircraft. One of the first things we'll look at is this tablet. So we'll ask for the ground power unit to be connected, and as you might be able to hear in the background, I'll then go up to the overhead panel, and you can see that the external power light has been selected to available. I'll now select that and we'll have some power on the overhead panel. We'll also select battery 1 and battery 2. I'll quieten down the blowers for now because it can get quite noisy. I'll also set the IRS system to IRS1, IRS2 and IRS3 into a line. Those will continue to align. Back down to the cockpit. We'll look at the MACD or the FMS flight planning system, and we'll enter the route. So this morning we're travelling from Echo Delta Delta Foxtrot to Lima Oscar Whiskey India. Insert that into the flight plan, and as you can see we've got no company route. That's okay, we'll return to the main screen. And our flight number today is Lufthansa 321. Place that into the flight number. A cost index will go quite high at 85, and a cruise altitude at 310. Select 310, and then we want to put the IRS into alignment, so we will initiate it and we'll say line of reference, and it's asking us to confirm the alignment, which we will do. And now the IRS is aligning on those coordinates, latitude and longitude. Back down to the iPad and we'll call the fuel truck. We've requested the fuel truck now to be connected, and now it's connected, as you can see. So I'll increase the overall fuel we have. At the moment we've got 5,672 kilograms, just over 5.5 tons of fuel. We want roughly 8.5 kilograms of fuel, so I'll increase it so we get a balance between the tanks. Got the left wing tank at 3576 and the right wing tank at 3576, and I'll set that. That is set. We can remove the fueling truck now, and we'll have a look at the cargo and passengers. Passengers, we will call for the stairs, press the stairs and we'll board. I believe we're full today, full load of passengers, and we'll select set. Back inside the cockpit, I've now prepared everything for our departure from 07 left. I'll just show you the flight plan. We're actually on an Anke 9 Foxtrot departure from 07 left, and we'll proceed south towards Anke, Neklo, Badli, towards Austria, and then to Innsbruck. So outside the aircraft, I'm about to release the parking brake inside. We'll put some lights on first. We'll go to the overhead panel and we'll switch the fuel pumps on, and I'll put the seatbelt signs on and no smoking signs on. Arm the emergency exit signs, arms the crew oxygen, push the landing lights to off in the retracted position, beacon on, strobe light to auto, and we'll go back outside and watch the pushback.
Starting pushback, and you may start the engines.
As we're away from the gate now, I'll go back inside the cockpit and we'll get ready to start the engines. So I'll switch the main engine selector to ignition and start engine 2. Monitor the startup. Ah, we have a problem. Problem is, I didn't select the APU bleed. We'll try that again. We're now doing our pushback. We're watching N1 build up. The EGT, the exhaust gas temperature. N2, the second stage of the engine. Speed brake is not armed, it's warning me, which is a good warning. So I'll arm the speed brakes. And now I'll start engine number 2. Sorry, engine number 1. Back outside. Quite a nice day in Frankfurt this morning.
Operation complete. Please set parking brake.
I'm back inside the cockpit and we'll set the park brake.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Engine 1 is now available. We'll wait for the tug to disconnect. Tug disconnect.
Disconnected and bypass pin has been removed and signal on the left. I'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Okay, thank you. Show me the pin. So we'll go back up to the overhead and I will now switch on the taxi light. And we can switch the APU off and the APU bleed off. Back down to the main panel. I can put the TARA on and switch the ignition to normal. As we look to our left, the tug driver to see the pin. That's the pin, thank you very much. I'll release the parking brake and we'll taxi out. The screen will do control check, aileron check, and rudder check. That's fine. Have a look what's it's like in the cabin, see what we can see. Back inside. Just about to line up with the runway now for takeoff. A final check, auto brake set to max, signs on, cabin ready, spoilers armed, flaps to takeoff, and configuration to normal.
Approaching 07 right. 107 right.
We'll bring aircraft to a stop, and I'm holding on the brakes till we reach approximately 50% N1. %, release brakes, and we have Mantoga. V1, rotate, positive rate, gear up, select autopilot, and we need to select lever climb or thrust climb. Thrust climb selected. View from the cabin. And we're above spoiler speed now. So we can deselect the spoilers. And disarm the speed brake. I'm going to select open climb to 310. Open climb selected. QNH will set to the standard pressure 1013 on the standby as well. I can turn the seatbelt signs off.
1,500.
Bring the speed down some more.
Terrain.
It's a ground proximity warning. Just check the cabin's okay.
Terrain.
1,000.
Terrain.
Put the gear down. All flaps.
Terrain.
Approaching 08.
500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard,
Long landing, 4,000 feet remaining. 3,000 remaining.
Reverse thrust to idle. Disconnect the auto brakes. I have to turn in the turning area here.
On runway 26.
And we'll switch the flight director off, the landing system off, both sides, switch the APU, bring the APU into life, track the flaps, and we'll taxi in. Taxi light is on. EPU starting up. Not very busy on the ramp. We'll stop there. Parking brake on. APU's master is on. Switch the engines off.